You are in the construction site building that you handled. You work as an engineer, and this is the biggest project you handled so far. So you make it sure that nothing goes wrong. You invested blood, sweat, and tears just to achieve your dreams of becoming an engineer. Now you already achieved that goal and gave your family an comfortable life. Miss YN, you want to have dinner with me later? Joey asked. He is an architect working in the same project. You hesitate to tell him that you don't want to. You don't want to hurt him. He was so kind and helped you with so many things. However, if you don't tell him what's on your mind, he might be hope from you because Joey is courting you. I'm sorry, buddy. He smiles and says, actually, I was expecting that. So should I consider this as a rejection to my proposal to you? To be my girlfriend? You look at him with guilt on your face and just answer him with, mm. Don't look at me with that kind of face, YN. You didn't do anything wrong. You just be true to yourself. I'm fine. I'm sorry again. Forget it. Let's go down. You and Joey went down from the top and almost gets on the ground when one of the construction workers accidentally stepped on a piece of steel that was cut and it fell down and hit your shoulder. At first, you thought it was just a small piece of rock that hit your shoulder, but Joey started to panic and telling you that he will take you to the hospital. You get confused why he wants you to be taken in the hospital because you're totally fine. Then later on, you felt burning and pain in your shoulder, and there you saw a still buried in your shoulder. Joey, I'm not going to die, right? You asked after you felt a great fear when you saw blood dripping. No, you will not die. Just hold on, he said and carried you going to his car. Joey carried you going inside the hospital while asking for help. Later on, some nurses came and assist you as they bring you to the emergency room. One of the nurses also called the doctor since all the doctors were busy at that time. In a few seconds, one doctor rushed into the emergency room. Where's the patient? You look at the person because his voice is so familiar to you. And there you just freeze for a second after seeing your ex-boyfriend. She's here, doc. The doctor didn't notice who the patient was since his full attention was on the steel buried on your shoulder. What happened to the patient? The guy with her said she had an accident in the construction site. Miss, can you hear me? I have to operate on you to remove that steel from your shoulder. Your eyes met as he zoned after recognizing you. YN? What happened? Never mind. Don't talk. I will take care of you. They immediately move you to the stretcher to take you to the operating room. Jungkook didn't show that he was scared, but deep inside, he was very terrified and nervous after he saw the condition of the woman he had been waiting for several years. You came from a poor family, but still your parents did everything so you could finish school. To help them, you work part-time job and there you met Jungkook who is also working part-time job. You have always been together since your duty hours are same. You became even closer when you found out that you both attended university. Jungkook taking his medicine and you took engineering. Your friendship turned into deep love. You made each other as inspiration to reach your dreams. Jungkook knows your situation, so he's helping you in so many ways, which you really appreciated. Soon, your parents find out about your relationship and they get angry. You try to explain to them that Jungkook is not a threat to your studies. However, they don't listen to you, which you understand because your parents didn't finish school and their dream is their daughter will finish college and to be successful. What you don't know is Jungkook came from a rich family, but he wants to prove to his parents that he can be successful on the path he chooses. His parents want him to run their company, but Jungkook wants to be a doctor, so he left home. Even though he's struggling financially, he chose to work even three part-time jobs than to ask his parents' help. Because of working three jobs, Jungkook got sick. And when his parents knew it, they took him back and stopped him to work again. They let Jungkook to become a doctor in a condition of breaking up with you. Jungkook parents thought you are the reason why Jungkook left their house. Of course, Jungkook didn't agree. He was ready to give up everything just for you. You and Jungkook found out both of your situation and decided to fight for your love. But your dad got sick, so you need to focus on your work and studies. You decided to end your relationship with Jungkook because you started neglecting him. However, instead of agreeing, Jungkook made a deal with you. After you become a successful and if you blessed to meet again and you still love each other, you two will get back together and at that time, you will fight for your love no matter what happens. After that, you two separate ways to give each other space to achieve each goal. You will be fine, Jungkook said while rushing to push the stretcher. You can't believe it, that you two meet again. You don't believe in destiny, but if there is such a thing like that, you wish that he's the guy who is destined for you. But if he already finds someone else, you're also ready to accept that. He looked at you again and mouted, hang on. This time you noticed his hand was shaking while holding the stretcher. You know he was terrified. Cool, I'm okay. You have nothing to worry. His eyes became teary as he nodded. Few minutes passed by after you were given an anesthesia. You felt sleepy, and before you completely fell asleep, it's okay, you can sleep now. I won't leave you. Remember our promise? I miss you, YN. Your eyes closed, but you still awake and heard everything. He thought you were already asleep until he saw you smile as he clearly heard you saying, I miss you, ko. A big smile crept on his face while thinking that you came back. He thought he already lost you. Dok Jun, you know her? Mm, she's the girl I'm waiting for to come back. She's my girlfriend. You wake up with a slightly headache. You're about to move, but someone stopped you. Don't move too much, your wound is still fresh. The stitches might open. Then you realize who it was. Okay, doc, sorry. You are so freaking good on that hospital gown. Since when you did wear that? A year ago? I heard from your mom that you became a full-fledged engineer now. Finally. Wait, mom with her? Oh, she was called by a man named Joey who acts so worried to you. You know what Jungkook was going to ask next? Joey was just my friend and coworker, nothing more. I get it. I was worried for no reason. I'm afraid that he's someone in your heart. My heart is not available. I'm waiting for someone. Wait, did mom say something that was not nice to you? You asked that because you found out after broke up from your mom that she talked to Jungkook. She told him that if she loves you, then set you free and let you achieve your dreams come true. Don't worry, she didn't say anything bad. Actually, she was thankful that I respect her wishes and do her favor she asked before. She also congratulates me for becoming a doctor. I'm glad to hear that. How are you this past 3 years? Make myself busy so I don't remember you. How about you? I try not to be busy so I will remember you every now and then. I think this is the first time that we have done things differently. We have our own ways to heal our wounded hearts. Basically, in my part, I don't need to heal my heart because I'm sure we'll meet again. YN. I talked to your mom. I told her that this time I will not allow myself to walk away from you. This time, I will fight for my love for you. What did she say? She just smiled and tapped my shoulder. Then she told me we're at the right age, so we can do everything we want. Jungkook was about to speak, but he heard his name being called in the customer service. I'll be back later. Sure. He walks to the door, but instead of opening the door, he goes back and approaches you. Can we get back together now? I'll be honest with you. I really want to be with you again. He smiled and held your face. Can I have your permission to kiss you? You stare at his eyes and kiss him. Your mom needed to get your stuff, so you were left alone in your room. Later on, Jungkook came in, but this time he's not wearing his doctor gown. Are you done with your duty? Oh, I have something important to go to. See you tomorrow. After he left, he said he missed me, but look at him. He didn't even stay here even for 1 hour. I want to spend time with him. You mumble. Then the door opened again as you saw Jungkook holding a pillow. I thought... You think I'm going to leave you? I just went to the doctor's room to get my pillow cause I'm going to sleep here tonight. He said and locked the door. Yeah, what if a nurse come? I already told them that I'm your private doctor. No one allowed to go here, only me. How did you do that? My dad owns this hospital. Actually, I don't want to work here, but he promised that they won't interfere with my life anymore as long as I work here. He said and placed his pillow on the bed. After that, he carefully lifted you and moved you a little. What are you doing? I'm going to sleep beside you so I can monitor you properly. He lay down and spread his arms as he told you to lay on his arms. You feel awkward but you don't care since you really miss him. You lay in his arms and hug him. I love you, he said and kissed your forehead. I love you more, as you stab your face on his chest. It doesn't matter to you, even if your wound hurts. The end. Thank you for watching, Kobe's. Good night.